Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cricket Talks. Today, I'm joined by YouTuber from Trinidad, Tyrelle Audain. Welcome to the program. How are you going?
Awesome, man.
I'm going well as well. So we got a lot of things to debunk. Obviously, West Indies, Australia. This is the perfect because we have a West Indian and an Australian in the same room having a chat, or in the same Zoom room, as they say. And in the final match, the West Indies won by 16 runs, meaning they had the series 4-1. Few questions for you. Firstly, what made the West Indies dominate Australia this series and why?
A lot of reasons for West Indies domination in the series. The aggression. Secondly, the other reason why we took advantage as well. The Australians, they were without David Warner and Steve Smith and Maxwell and Cummings. They all backed out to the tour for numerous reasons. It was a world-class performance from a strong T20 champion side.
Who do you think will win the ODI series? Does this series indicate the West Indies are a better side than we all thought?
Well, a lot of talk has been about the one-day side of late. We defeated Sri Lanka 3-0 back in March because Sri Lanka, they were the weak side. Since those greats retired, they struggled. And that's how the Windies got their chance for why they were the better team. And secondly, a lot of youngsters are coming in and impressing the selectors. After that embarrassing whitewash in Bangladesh in the one days, the West Indian side, they rebuilt because some of their main players backed out because of, leading up to the one days against Sri Lanka recently, they played the Super 50 Cup as a warm-up. And some of their players, they performed well in that and also in the one days. I rather give the home team the advantage. Though Australia last one day series, they defeated India 2-1 at home. Whoever has the advantage in the first game, need a platform throughout the rest of the series. Last time when Australia was in the Caribbean, they had won the tri-series, which had involved the South Africans. Surprisingly, we made that final that time. Things are looking a little better now. West Indies have a mixture of youngsters and experienced players. Australia, they still have a strong side, though without the big guns. They're a bit unpredictable at times. And what I saw in the recent T20 series, their main concern was the middle order and the lower order. I'm not bashing anybody, no negativity, always positive vibes. What the Aussies need to improve on is their batting in the middle order and lower order when it comes to the one days. And the other thing I heard today, just before we went live, Aaron Finch may have sustained a knee injury in the last game. So it is a possibility that he might miss the one days. And the other thing is, who should captain the side?
I think we could obviously we could bring back Steve Smith. There's petitioning for that. He's obviously not in this series. Australia could definitely pick a leader like Mitch Marsh. He could be a potential captain because he's been in good form, but maybe it's just a form stint. Maybe he's pretty average, And
in this recent series, they were lacking the finisher role. Though Dan Christian made a comeback at 38, he's been around for a very long time. In my view, they should look to rotate and utilize the squad much more, like what West Indies is doing.
Yeah, and England did
Not
that
every
a lot
game,
as well.
Hazelwood and staff would play. And last night, AJ Ty bowled well. He took 3 wickets in last night's game.
Going to go on to England versus Pakistan, and just quickly, Pakistan went crazy and made a whopping 5 for 232 off 20 overs in the first T20. It was an absolute demolishment. It was almost world record. The world record's 244, I think, set by New Zealand versus Australia, which was an epic T20 they had a few years ago. Anyway, on to this game. Liam Livingstone got the first T20 100 off 42 balls, which was an absolute record, then got out the next delivery. While most of the England batsmen only made starts. Because Pakistan get lots of crucial wickets, England's tail were relied on to finish off the mammoth chase, and Pakistan won with England bowled out for 201. Just quickly, what's your thoughts on this game?
Well, yesterday's game was an absolute 6-hitting fest meet. Because once England won the toss and sent the Pakistanis in, I thought the Pakistanis at one stage was going to make less than that. We saw what happened in the one days where their fielding has faltered. Even their batting too in the first 2 games And when Baba and Rizwan came out in game 3, they put on a record partnership. And similar thing happened last night. They put on 150 for that first wicket. It was crazy last night, mate.
Yep.
Especially when England came out to bat. They hit 15 sixes in comparison to Pakistan 12. Baba Azam is not really a six-hitter. Rizwan as well. Both those two got in. And when they got in the first 12, 13 overs, we thought that something incredible was going to happen. Debate about Amir coming back, but with this Pakistani bowling side, right now, they're good in T20s. I don't know what is going on in one days, but one of the bowlers who has been playing constantly since in the dreaded, I'm not gonna call the word, ever since cricket came back after the lockdowns last year, they've been constantly playing Shine Shah Afridi, and according to a couple of the experts in Pakistan, a lot of them have been calling for him to be given a rest, but yet still he showed those haters who trashed him after that third ODI why he's one of Pakistan's best left arm swing bowlers at the moment. He took 3 for 30. And also Shadab bowled well, but was very, very expensive. A lot of people have been calling for Shadab to be dropped, but his fielding and his bowling was good last night. Especially the key moments in the game early on when coming back to Shine Shah for the first sec, he bowled well. When he took Malan and Bairstow early on, we know for a fact England love to come back when they're in trouble. Once Livingstone got out after that brilliant 100, but that innings on Livingstone, I thought that was going to be the killer blow, the real turning point in the game. But once he got out, Pakistan, they just took advantage of that afterwards, therefore winning the game quite comfortably in the end. I thought at one stage it was going to be a nail biter. Even the English batsmen down the order came out swinging, but not swinging enough. Even Willie tried hard. Curran was bizarrely run out to mate. I'm talking about Tom Curran. Sam Curran was rested. Basically, it was a top class performance from the men in lime green.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you there. We're going to get
okay.
on to Sri Lanka versus India, and just a very quick wrap of what you think about this upcoming series. Is it going to go ahead? What? Just give me a quick
Most likely that is going to head. In my view, I'm not expecting Sri Lanka to win any of the games. In my view, for the India-Sri Lanka series that's supposed to start, I think tomorrow, most likely, I have a feeling that India is going to sweep them 3-0 in the one day. Same with the T20 as well. Though they have a very young team with all the first strength players in England right now for the Test series, they have a very young team led by Shikhar Dhawan. There's still some experienced players as well in the squad. There's Manish Pandey. There's also the Pandya brothers, Kudal and Hardik. Then they got the spin duel of Chahal and Kuldeep. Even Bhuvi is back in the side too, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Yeah. Recently, he gave an interview via Zoom, and he's not prioritizing white ball cricket for red ball cricket. He mentioned that in the interview recently. And overall, there's a lot of youngsters who came through the domestic system and the IPL. And I like to see how they go too. And also credit to Rahul Dravid for stepping in as the head coach. And this guy who coached India in the Under-19 World Cup last year and subsequently lost to Bangladesh, he's there as the bowling coach as well. I forgot his name, but he's also there lending his experience and coaching to the younger bowlers and even some of the experienced bowlers too. There's been a lot of talk of Chahal and Kuldeep playing together from the first game onwards. There's a lot of experience and youth. So in my view, all I can say, whitewash for both formats of the game. Overall, with Sri Lanka, I do not know what is going on with the Lions. I do not know what on earth is going on. There's a lot of favoritism going on in the board. That is one. And the reason why Sri Lanka cricket has been sliding down the hill for the last couple of years, too much nonsense has been going on with the board.
Yeah. We've got, speaking of cricket boards, we do have a segment coming up between is the BCCI and ICC's relationship too close to handle. And I'm going to cut you to, before that, we're going to go straight to Tyrell's cricket confessions. Now, I've had you on live streams and you're always like, I have a confession I need to make. So what's your cricket confession? Like about players, about anything. It needs to be within a minute.
Nothing gossip enough, but there was one thing I saw on Facebook recently with Sachin Tendulkar. Did you know he grew out a mustache and a beard?
Yeah, I heard about it, maybe.
Just this week he shaved it off.
Oh, interesting.
And during his playing days too, he used to have mustache and beard. I've seen it numerous times as well. But honestly, both Sachin Tendulkar and I, we like our face clean shaved. I'm not comparing him to myself, but we might have something in common. LOL.
Yes, obviously that's kind of interesting.
The next confession too, during all this lockdown and them thing, I have grown out a beard and mustache myself. And just last month I shaved it, and look how quickly it grows back.
The very exciting segment of the BCCI and the ICC.
I've been waiting for this.
Is it too close to handle? Is it some crazy married couple, or is it just cricket boards having a chat, or is it money, or is it, what is it that gets you revved up or gets the people revved up about this? What is actually happening? Let me know. We just want to hear the truth. We don't want to, you know, Tyrell's here for it. Let's go. Take it away.
Money. The reason why they are in a married couple, the BCCI and ICC, even Cricket Australia and ECB as well, I think it's the money and the revenue. It's not really the politics, to be honest. It's they only studying revenue, and one of the reasons why BCCI has never opened up a YouTube channel, the reason for that is always money and revenue. I know how the three boards and ICC is rich, and one of the reasons why all the other cricket team boards are not getting equal pay like the big three, they only studying money and revenue and not want to grow the game. But what I'm finding out in the last few months or so, they are actually trying to stream some of the qualifying stages, not only for the men's T20 World Cup next year down under, but also for the 2022 Women's World Cup, which was supposed to be played this year, but due to the pandemic, they had to push it back to next year. Correction. What I found out a few months back, they're trying to grow the women's game.
Yeah.
From 2027 World Cup, the World Cup is going to be back to 14 teams, like in 2015 and 2011 World Cup. And even the Women's World Cup is getting a push from 8 teams to 10. And even the T20 World Cup too, there's going to be more teams coming in too. So, and one more thing, what the ICC should have done, they should have, in my view, abduct the under-19 World Cup structure groups. Reason for that, they already had the one-day Super League right now, which accumulates points for 2023 World Cup. What about those who don't make the knockouts? Like, for example, there's the Plate League that has been in every under-19 World Cup since it ever existed. There's been a lot of plate leagues for the teams who haven't made the the knockout stages or haven't gone far in the tournament. Even some of the football playing teams are playing cricket. Like for example, some of the European teams. You know, there's the European Cricket League, which is going on
Yeah.
now all across Europe, and some of the other playing countries like the US and Canada. Cricket is growing in North America. Even Corey Anderson is playing out in the US now, and Rusty Teron, a former South African who was part of the South African team in the early 2010s. And even another guy from Pakistan is playing in the minor league cricket, which starts, I think it's supposed to start at the end of July and supposed to finish in October. There's a lot of politics in cricket that I do not want to get to the bottom of, but a lot of foreign cricketers are actually involved in a lot of cricket leagues around the world.
Yeah.
Look what the US is doing. They're trying to bring in some of those who were negligented by their own cricketing boards to sign a few years contract, then get eligibility to play for the US. I remember back in November last year, Sami Aslam, he quit Pakistan cricket because he wasn't getting enough opportunities. Even earlier this year too, Smith Patel, who signed up for Tridents in CPL, he quit Indian cricket because of all the politics that is going on in there. Not only money and revenue is killing the sport of cricket, but also favoritism and politics as well.
Yeah, agreed. And I have to stop there. And it's been amazing to hear from you. So,
Of course.
Date for me on the 100. The 100 starts on Wednesday with the Oval Invincibles taking on the Manchester Originals. What do you think about this upcoming 100 tournament in less than 50 words?
Wow. I must say, I cannot wait for the 100 to begin. I don't have a favorite side just yet, but I would like to see how it plays out. They have got rid of 6 balls per over. They only have 5 balls per over for the competition. But I cannot wait to see how it plays out. And I cannot wait to give my analysts as well.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Yep. Road to the T20 World Cup. Short answer. Who is your favorite? Who is the favorite team to win? Who's more likely to win?
Well, a lot of things I have to say, but I'll have to keep it to less than 100 words. I cannot wait to see the India-Pakistan game in Group 2. Group 1 is the group of death. There's England, Australia, South Africa, and West Indies. Group B has India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and New Zealand. Oh, and also 4 teams from the first round of qualifying get into the group stage. And I'm also disappointed and saddened to see Sri Lanka and Bangladesh have to go through the qualifying phase.
Yeah. They usually automatically
Very disappointing.
Qualify. Yeah, definitely.
My prediction for the T20 World Cup, West Indies, they're going to retain the title.
Ooh.
For semi-finalists, they're one of my picks for the semis. India's another one. England as well. And I'm going to go with the Kiwis over Australia and Pakistan because New Zealand have been playing excellent cricket for the last few years. And in my view, it'll be the same 4 teams that took part in that 2016 semi-final. And in my other personal view, I doubt Pakistan and Afghanistan will get through Group 2. They're the dark horses in this competition. And so as West Indies as well, but never underestimate those 3 dark horses.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that India, Australia, and England are the favorites, but look at Australia. Look at how Australia is playing in T20s right now. That is one of the reasons I don't have them as the favorites, unfortunately. But I already have 3 dark horses and favorites. So hopefully it's going to be an cracker-jacker of a tournament.
Okay. So your last thoughts on this upcoming week or so of cricket?
It's going to be another fabuloso week of cricket. It's going to be fantastico, bellissimo. It's going to be absolutely entertaining. You know how cricket is entertaining nowadays.
Yeah,
The last time we saw some real cricket was long time ago.
yeah.
Long
But
before the pandemic, there's been a lot of real cricket. Nowadays, it's entertaining. There's too many franchise leagues. There's less one-day cricket being played nowadays, unfortunately.
yeah,
Same with test matches too. But never underestimate those two formats as well.
lots of
But
exciting cricket.
it's gonna be one cracker jacker week of cricket. The 100 is starting. The one days with Windies and Australia is starting. India, Sri Lanka, them series supposed to start tomorrow. Hopefully, once the COVID is subsided. Unfortunately, that is being played behind closed doors. I'm not really a fan of watching cricket behind closed doors, but we had to get used to it.
Yeah, it's better than no cricket.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's great to have you on the show. Let's just finish it up here.
Anytime.
Subscribe to Tyrelle Audain's channel on YouTube. Definitely do it. And good luck on the teams you're following. And thank you for joining us. See you guys in the next video. Like and subscribe and share a comment. Bye for now.
And also stay safe too, man.
Yeah, thank you.